think
I am delighted to be joined by Cisek today. Thank you very much for joining us, Jan. You are presenting at the NLP conference in 2024 in the virtual part of the conference, and your topic is "Your Home is a Metaphor," a topic very close to my heart, having studied feng shui in the past and knowing you from my days in feng shui. So please do start by telling us a little bit about yourself and your presentation.
Right. So I've been doing feng shui for many years, over 40 years, and some other system, but also environmental psychologist. So my interest is in kind of creating healthy, supportive environments, whether it's for working or living. And obviously, our homes are metaphors. And that's my passion that came from NLP. I studied NLP for many years as well. And so kind of presenting, out of one of the first actually talks I did on NLP was about that, but that was 20 years ago. And so things moved on, and obviously we can look at our homes in a different way, especially in the digital age. So I'm going to draw on many aspects of NLP, but make them kind of more practical, so you can use those concepts from NLP in your own homes. For personal reasons or professionals, a lot of people work from home now. So obviously you can apply, there will be practical aspect, but the main kind of base is NLP metaphor work. And so I will list a lot of different metaphors. I don't want to say now which ones, because I want to surprise you with some interesting exercises. Yes. And so that can make you think. But basically, we'll look at your home from kind of NLP perspective, but in specifically metaphor work. Yes.
Wonderful. So what practical learnings will delegates take away from your session?
So because it's going to be anchored in your home, every metaphor, every pattern, every linguistic pattern or metaphoric pattern you're going to learn, and I'm going to give you lots of different tools, how to elicit metaphors, how to relate them to your home, but also your whatever is happening in your life. Then because you're going to learn them in the context of your home, then that will be a reinforcing mechanism for remembering how to use metaphors. So you will never going to see your home in a different, the same way as before, because we're going to go quite deep into different layers of metaphors, but also working in your home. And you'll be able to notice what's happening in your life just because your home as a metaphor is kind of a mirror, you know, of reflection. And but also you can change it because, you know, obviously anchoring is a very powerful method in NLP. And by making those changes in your home, you're going to change. So we're going to use those metaphors for personal, professional, whatever other objectives, if you like. So that's kind of in a nutshell what we're going to do. And specific things we'll see. So there'll be some group work, and I'll give you some tasks to work on specific aspects of metaphor work, and also how to relate that to your home. And I've done it many times in similar kind of settings, but people are very surprised. So yes, so when they do what they discover, because obviously we're going to work with different things, and people will give you some insight, you know. I'll have some examples, obviously, from my work and kind of, you know, things that I can find online. But, you know, people will be sharing different experiences related to their home. And usually there's a nice kind of lots of aha moments, actually.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So is there anything that delegates can do beforehand so that they get a deeper experience of your session?
Not really, because I'll explain everything. It's a long session, it's 90 minutes. So I'll go through NLP metaphors and some other aspects that like semiotics, how we look at symbols and how we interpret metaphors. So I'll cover that. So there'll be a nice section, portion of like basis, and that'll be in depth. Yeah. So there'll be enough that for you, so you don't have to learn anything. Probably one thing that people might want to think is how to make the home work for them, because then we can use those metaphors that will be elicited through the whole process and make some changes, very simple changes. So if people have some idea, oh, yeah, I want to improve this or that in my home, kind of think about general outcomes that people might have, whether it's work related or personal. And then we can use that, because that will be practical and useful, basically. Yeah? So that's the only thing. But I'll have questions for that. And most people know what they want. So it's not going to be a thing. Yeah. I don't want to recommend any sort of books, because I'll mention some of the books later if people want to go deeper. But I want to contain the 90 minutes. There will be a lot of theoretical, but also practical. So obviously, probably 30%, 40% will be theoretical, and then the rest will be practical. So in one session, you'll probably learn, I can't say everything, but most of the things that you need to know about metaphor work, and then later you can take it to another level. But so that's the general idea. That's the
wonderful. So what inspired you, Jan, to want to present at the NLP conference?
Well, I've been presenting on many times. So originally, I also teach speed reading. So a lot of our presentation to do with reading, processing information, how to get a lot of good stuff from books, NLP books especially, and how to kind of apply them in personal development. So that was a big part of my thing. But I think we've done enough on speed reading. We reached a level, although we're writing a new book. So maybe at the next conference, I'll present a new book, which is another level of using speed reading in for NLP purposes. But my other passion is feng shui, environmental psychology. Actually, I'm doing now a PhD on feng shui, so that takes my kind of journey into another level. And I'll share some of the insight as well, because they'll be relevant in the kind of context of metaphors.
Wonderful. So
homes are important, but obviously, especially due to the pandemic, and people were locked down, so people had to look deeper into the homes, organize them, and that changed people's lives really.
Absolutely. Well, I have to say, just on a personal level, I actually studied feng shui before I studied NLP, and your work was the basis of my modeling project at masterprac level.
Oh, wow.
So it was that modeling how the home can be can influence everything else. So I'm really excited and looking forward to your session in February. So just to remind people that are watching today, Jan is presenting at the NLP conference in February 2024. He is presenting on Saturday, the 10th of February at 1400 hours GMT. And as we've said, your topic is Your Home is a Metaphor. So thank you very much for your time today, Jan. Very much looking forward to your session.
Yeah, I think the statement is quite a bold claim. So I'm going to work quite hard on the presentation. I already have something like 50 slides. So yes, and I'm just adjusting to kind of give you a kind of a very in-depth introduction to this concept.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jan.
Thank you. Okay, thanks.